guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And we just finished watching episode 9, season 6 of 100, and this was one of our favorite episodes.
I feel like we say that like every
I feel like we
episode
keep
for
saying that.
Yeah.
But like seriously, this season is freaking awesome. And yeah, oh my god, there's just so much in this episode that we absolutely loved. Like almost everything, pretty much.
Pretty much everything in this episode was amazing.
This is one of my favorites. So first, let's talk about the Bellamy and Josephine and having Clarke back. And yeah, I loved every single moment of that. And it all started when they were going through the forest and she was just mocking him for caring about Clarke the most. And it was wonderful.
Josephine, call him out on that. Make him explain his feelings to you about Clarke.
Like we all had a feeling that like that was gonna end up happening. We were like, no, like Josephine has to call Bellamy out on their, like this relationship with them, and she did. And she didn't disappoint.
I love it. She goes, this is a weird relationship.
She's like, this is a weird relationship.
She's like,
yeah.
She's like,
first you tried to kill her.
You didn't like her at first, and then you became besties, and then when you left each other to die
together.
Yeah, together, and then she left you to die, and
you left her on Earth. Yeah. It was just like literally like a summary of Clarke, and it was fantastic.
But the way that like her whole attitude about it was kind of like you guys are so weird. Like, why haven't you gotten together yet? Like that's what I took from that.
That's what I took from it too.
She was just like she understands the relationship because the relationship is strange because at this point in their relationship, those feelings should come out and they should be together. And I feel like that is where it needs to go because otherwise we're just getting baited and baited and baited. Josephine has the nerve to call Clarke's relationship exhausting. Just getting a summary. Try living for 6 seasons of that, Josephine. I dare you. You would not make it. Yeah, no.
But like, I thought that was really funny. And then I loved how Bellamy was just like, tell me about it. Like, it is, because it is. Like, Bellamy and Clarke, they've gone through everything together.
Gone through a lot, yeah.
Literally everything.
Through a lot together, you and I.
Yeah, they honestly have, and I love that Josephine called them out on it. And it was also interesting hearing her talk about how hearing her take on Russell and how like the father and how like it's all about love really, and that's like what made him put the like bring Josephine back. And then like when she says love, and I love that like she like looked at Bellamy and then Bellamy just looks away like conceal, don't feel. Then after she gave that story, I love that we got like the Morse code again and how Clarke started tapping to get in, and then Bellamy was just like,
when he realized though, he was kind of like she could hear us, and his whole demeanor changes. He gets so soft
and like emotional.
It reminded me of like season 4 actually.
Yeah,
like, it reminded me of like Bellamy when he would just like he just gets so soft when he's around Clarke. And like when he realized that like she could hear him, like he got this look in his eye.
Like, so it's kind of like he
said the line.
Yeah, and it was just
he's not gonna let her die.
Yeah, it was like this moment where he was like, wait a minute, like she knows that like I'm trying to help her, like she knows that I'm here, like, and it was like, what would I say to her? But it's still Josephine. But I like how Josephine was like, just say it. Like if you want to say something, just say it.
And he got like this like look in his eyes, and he was just like intense. And he's just like
can we please like just say it? Yeah. And I love it. And he like swallowed and he was just like it sucked, like it was like emotional when he said it. And it was like oh my god, and he's like, I won't let you die. Like, oh my god. Jeez. And then like I loved all like the snarkiness of Josephine. Like you could just tell how much fun Eliza is having playing Josephine.
Oh yeah, and it's been
like
so
she
great
does so great.
It's been so great to see her play
and she's funny. Like I think Josephine is so funny. Like some of the things that she says.
It was interesting with like her dynamic with Bellamy. Is like interesting.
Some of her lines actually kind of reminded me of Murphy. Like it has like that sarcasm, funniness.
That's why they got along so well.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed seeing like the two of them, and oh my god, the scene when they first got into that cave and then Bellamy was like, don't touch her, like he like was very protective, so protective.
He was so protective over her.
Yeah, and it's hard because you notice that when they take her and they like shove her on her knees, like it's hard for Bellamy because it's Clarke. It's still Clarke. And he was like begging them like not to do this, like oh my god, like don't do this, don't do this, because he's terrified he's actually gonna lose her. And yeah, especially from saying like I won't let you die, and now all of a sudden she's gonna die, she's about to get her head chopped off. And I also really like that they covered the blood on her face, like how Bellamy like used like made it red blood instead of like the night blood, so that way like they wouldn't know.
That was smart, but then they ended up
unfortunately
anyway.
Yeah, but I thought that was really clever of them to do that. And yeah, when they had Clarke on that chopping block and they were gonna...
Oh man, that was...
my
that
God.
Scene, though,
That's one of my favorites
once
too.
Once it was like the switch from Josephine to Clarke,
you could see
her like her whole like face changes and like her voice, and then when she starts fighting, it's like that's Clarke. And then Bellamy, I kind of like was watching that like shocked. It didn't process for me right away.
No, what it hit me was the voice. I noticed her voice was Clarke, and I didn't know. I thought that was just me, but then when she started fighting, it was like, well, Josephine had to hand her like
Bellamy
control.
Clarke?
Oh my God, no, he smiled.
And he like grabbed her arm, and it was like, and then she's like, I'm not leaving you. She didn't want to leave him, and then he tells her to go because she has to get out of there, and it was just like. And you could tell they wanted, he wanted to say so much more to her in that moment, and it was
it was just such a fast moment, and I loved like the way that he knew that was Clarke like right away because of the way that she was fighting and everything. Like it was just so cool, and I love that he like smiled, like he like smirked and was like Clarke, like he just knew like Clarke is back, and it was just like yes. And then oh my God, I love that she was like, I'm not leaving you, because Clarke, remember from what we had in episode 7, like we know that Clarke is also still processing Bellamy's like forgiveness, and like if they are really on good terms, she doesn't want to do anything to mess that up if they're on good terms, which
so
I
like
think she knows
thinking about leaving him in that situation and just like leaving him there and like going.
But he was literally like, no, like go,
more flashbacks to like what happened.
Exactly, and I like that she gave him the keys so that way he was able to get out, obviously. So we know that he's probably right behind her trying to. I'm assuming, like I think that I feel like episode 11 they might meet up or something, because that's probably when we're gonna have to really save Clarke, because I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what I would think too.
I would think, because I feel like we all need to meet up at some point, but we'll see. But you know, I loved Clarke's return, and I also really loved the scene when she was running and they were all chasing her, and then the other people like from Sanctum came and she tried to pretend to be Josephine to save herself, and then she saw Josephine and she fucking took off on that motorcycle.
I love it, and that was like so. It was so Clarke. I love that.
Wonderful. And honestly, the writing in this episode was amazing. I really love the writing.
The writing was really, really great.
I thought it was so well, like the way that they did everything writing wise. I really loved it. And Octavia. That's one of my favorite scenes.
We cannot even like explain.
Of the show.
We can't even explain to you how much we loved that scene. It was so well done with like the metaphors and like the symbolism of that scene, and like just like Octavia in general, like with Blood Reina, and then having Pike back, like Mike Beach coming back onto the show for that. It was just so well done, like the way they did that, and like having her have to relive that, like seeing like Blood Reina about to kill Pike in the same way that Lincoln died, and the way that it like showed that, and just like I don't even know, like Marie killed that scene too, like the emotions.
Oh my God, like, you could see when she first lands there, you could just see like the terror of her face. Like it's just terrifying to be put back in where a place where such terrible things happen and where she made such awful choices. It was literally her nightmare. And I love like the concept of like having to break her down like completely and just going back to the moment where everything changed for her, which was when she lost Lincoln.
And she needed to face that.
And that's honestly like, that's the turning point of Octavia on the show. When she lost Lincoln, her world changed completely. That's exactly when she went downhill. Her. And I love that she had to face it again, and having Pike there, Pike, who was somebody that she killed when he was seeking the exact same thing that Octavia was seeking, which was redemption, and trying to, because that was like the thing about Pike, is Pike was awful, but like all of our characters at one point make terrible choices. Yeah. So I really like that kind of parallel in some way, like how Pike was like, you know, you didn't give me that opportunity to do that. And obviously, you know, that this was like her conscious, like throwing all this shit at her, kind of similar to how when Clarke faced Blood Reina, and it was, so I loved that. And I loved how he basically starts mocking her almost for everything that's happened. And then the moment when Blood Raina comes down to face Octavia and Pike is still there and they just repeat everything from Lincoln and we get flashbacks to that. I love that they did that so much because we've always felt like Lincoln deserves mentions and stuff because he was such an important character, especially to Octavia, clearly. And I'm so happy the way that they did it because now I get it. I guess maybe we couldn't mention Lincoln because Lincoln was such a hard part for Octavia.
That's the whole thing. I think that we couldn't mention Lincoln because Octavia wouldn't let herself go back to that moment.
Yeah.
She shut that down and it became like a monster in a way, and she made horrible choices, and that's why she's seeking this redemption now. Like, she was able to face that, and like that really, like I feel like that moment wouldn't have been as powerful if we had all these Lincoln mentions because I feel like it wouldn't, like, we just needed this one moment for Octavia to really like face it and be like forced to face it in like the anomaly. And then once she faces like Blood Raina and like ends up killing her, that was like her killing that side of her. And really she's on the path of redemption now, like but I'm so excited.
Like she had to be like teared down like completely in order to rise back up, and like
Mike Beach did an amazing job.
Oh my god, I had chills
of everything that she's done.
I had chills. Like I was so blown away by that entire performance, and
like
Marie
the writing of it was just like,
every line just
I can't, like, we can't even rave about it enough. Like, we were just like so like we were so happy with the way that was done.
Yeah.
Because we've been like waiting. Like,
we've been waiting for that
we love
scene
Octavia
since we knew
so
that was
much.
Coming.
So we were so excited about that scene. But it was so much better than I expected. And I think that like for us, like we love Octavia, so we've been like waiting for the redemption.
We love that anti-hero.
That was and that was such like an amazing way to start it. And I really feel like I felt like Octavia is gonna really like do all that she can to be redeemed, and I love that. I'm so excited for her,
and she's gonna come back stronger. And oh my god, that one moment in that whole sequence when they're obviously like repeating everything, and like the knife is there, and it's like, you know, the knife, that's the knife that she used to kill Pike, and that knife is there, and then Blood Raina takes the knife, and I love that Octavia picks it up and they just like clash. And it's like protecting Pike. Like, guys, like everything just says like so much about where Octavia's been and where she's going, and just like the darkness of that scene as well, like the way it was shot, being back in that bunker, and honestly, like there was no other way that they could have brought Octavia back. That was fantastic. Like that was the best way to do it. And
that's definitely one of my favorite like scenes of the 100 like ever.
Like watching that was so emotional. It was powerful. We had chills. You saw our reaction. We were freaking out. Like we were dying for that scene, and it delivered in ways that I could never even imagine. Like, we just expected Octavia to like fight Blood Raina. No way in hell did we think Pike was gonna come back.
And I feel like that was like so needed. Like it was so necessary in order for her to be able to get to that point. And I don't think we could talk about it enough. Like, we could go on and on because it was just so like, we were so happy about it, and it was just so well done. And we loved it.
I loved seeing that scene of her at the end with Gabriel and how she's going and she's gonna fight for people, and
she's been given a second chance, and I'm really excited now for her and Bellamy's relationship to just
6/11 we're getting the Blake reunion,
which I'm so hopeful now for like Bellamy and Octavia to really rebuild their relationship, and I really hope that Octavia gets to be friends with everybody else as well. And I would love to see more of her and Clarke, because
I was gonna say we know Clarke's going.
And she heard Clarke's name, and so I'm so excited for Octavia and where everything's gonna be going now.
No, definitely. And I'm also excited that Indra is back. Like, I would really like Indra and Octavia to read as well.
That'd be amazing. I think we're definitely gonna get a scene of that.
But Indra, I really loved having her back. We love Indra, and I loved her friendship with Kane, so that's why like that last scene seriously like got to us so much.
Like, that was really where we broke down.
It was like, oh my god. Okay, the whole Kane thing, you guys know how we felt about it. We didn't like that they did it. We thought it was ridiculous.
Honestly, I didn't really care much about it until the ending, and then it was really sad. I love how they brought back Henry Ann, because
That's Kane.
Yeah, that's Kane, and that moment was very powerful because it was him. And I did think the actor did a great job though, portraying Kane. Like, he did really great. But yeah, that moment was, I think that it was right for Kane's character. And
yeah, he took the serum and then he left, so now they don't have the Nightblood serum anymore. So I just I thought that the way that like it was shot was also really, really well done too. Like, you know, Abby saw that happen with Jake, and now to see it happen with Kane. And I mean, the way that it is Abby, she lost her mind. I mean, listen, honestly, like, they really gotta
really like make Abby, like,
I'm
hoping that after Abby saw like the same thing that happened to her husband happen to Kane, like, I hope that she obviously she's devastated, but
no, honestly,
we haven't liked Abby, so I really hope that they like her storyline, we start to like it a little bit more.
Well, the reason
I feel like she could get a lot stronger from this. So.
She can bounce from this, but I also don't think I'm ever gonna look at her the same because of how she treated her daughter. Like, that's really the line where that was too far for me. I didn't appreciate, throughout the entire season, we've talked about this, like, I don't like that she just doesn't really care about Clarke. Like, you can't say it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just, whole situation, like, she knows that they're after Nightbloods, her daughter's a Nightblood. You'd think that she'd be freaking out a little bit, but no.
We'll see what
I feel like this could be a turning point for her, like Kane's last words. Oh my god, like, I really like that the humanity line came back. And yeah, when they said the "may we meet again, your fight is over," it was just that like, yeah, like.
Yeah, so I think that's really our thoughts on the episode. We absolutely loved it, and we would love to know your thoughts, so please leave them down below. And of course, we'll be going live with LM reactions and simple reactions, so you can check out our Twitter and keep up with our social media, which is also down below.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye!